So in this video, I want to talk to the ladies. And the reason I want to talk to you is because there is a secret sauce that once you understand it and you crack it, your man will be absolutely besotted with you. He will cherish you. He will take care of you. He will do anything you need and desire, not because you asked him, but because you took care of this secret sauce. And this secret sauce is being a safe place for your man to be vulnerable, for your man to be so able to openly express his heart and his soul to you without you mocking him, without you belittling him, without you judging him, without you using any body language like eye rolling or anything like that. It requires of you. I say this because, ladies, I have had to learn this. I really had to learn this. Being with a man who is ambitious, he's got goals that are bigger than most. And being with a man like that, I have really had to learn that my frequency has to be so spot on in order for him to feel safe enough to open up. And I haven't always got it right. I haven't. It's through the contrast, through me getting it wrong, that I've realized where I went wrong. And what it can look like for a man being vulnerable, for us women, looks like it's easy. We talk about this all the time. So what am I talking about? When a man's vulnerable, he's talking about his feelings. He's talking about deep, dark secrets that he's never told anybody. He's talking about the depth of his pain. As women, we talk about this flippantly all the time. So it's not a big deal. So we'll often share with our friends, or we'll joke about it, or we'll, kind of do a little backhanded kind of dig at it. And we don't mean anything by it. It's just our way of connecting. It's not right, by the way. It's not good for women either. And I don't condone it. But it's something that happens, and it's something that happened in my life until I worked on my sisterhood wounds and motherhood wounds. And it's often done in jest, but the impact of it is felt in real. And so when men are vulnerable and then we share it with our girlfriends and we share their vulnerability with other people that are outside of your relationship, even if he doesn't know you've done that, he'll feel it. It means you're not a safe space. You're not a confidant for him. And the second piece is that's the stuff that we do behind the scenes, but the stuff that we do in front of the scenes when he's trying to be vulnerable and we mock him, or we roll our eyes, or we say, "You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good." In that moment, he needs compassion. In that moment, he needs you to put your shit aside and actually be fully present with him. And here's the beauty of this. When you do this, what is it that most of us want with our men more than anything else? We want compassion. We want presence. We want to feel heard and seen. Well, guess what? So do men. So do men. And we don't talk about this very often. And here's the key. The more compassion, the more we hear, the more we see them in their truth and vulnerability, the more likely we are to be a mirror and have that back to us from them, because we become role models of how we want to be treated by going first. That's why my program's called Ladies Go First, because we actually lead in our frequency. It's the feminine energy. The feminine energy doesn't have to do anything. She just sits back, and all she has to do is be curious and kind and loving. And he will open up like a lotus flower, and you'll get the gold. You'll get the deepest connection with him because he'll let you know what's going on. Like, have you ever been with a man where you know there's something on his mind, but he's not letting you know? And it drives you mad. And then you start making a story up that it's all about you and he hates you and that you're not good enough and all that. But actually, 9 times out of 10, it's not actually about you. but he doesn't feel safe enough with you to open up the lotus. He just doesn't feel safe enough yet. Because in the past, when he's kind of opened it up and said something, he then finds out that you've shared it with your girlfriends or you've rolled your eyes. We need to be confidants. And in order to be confidants, we need to be confident with ourselves, that we're able to hold it without needing to share it, that we're able to not just hold it, but also give it back. We don't need to take on all their shit. It's not about that. We just need to be a safe place for them to be for us to be a soundboard. That's it. They don't want us to fix it like we don't want them to fix our problems. They don't want that. They just want to be heard and seen. And a mature masculine man will need this, but the more you do it, ladies, the less he'll need it. Most men who have figured this out, that are mature and masculine, have really good support systems. It's why men need men. It's really important for men to have men. It's why women need women. But when it comes to your intimate relationship, there's also a space where you can both share this and wear the badge of honor, right? The badge of honor. He chose you to share his deepest, darkest secrets with, and you get to hold them and support him and then gift him back. Just be the mirror. And this is the beautiful dance between the masculine and the feminine. It's knowing when to ebb and flow so that you both become one. There's no conversation about, oh, well, it's my turn to be the masculine, or it's my turn to be the feminine, it's my turn to... It becomes irrelevant because there's a deeper connection. You actually become one. And often what you'll find is, as he's opening up his lotus to you, you get to know the depth of the man you're with and his values and what he stands for. And 9 times out of 10, that will be so attractive and such a turn on for you. It'll be so magnetic because, I mean, I've had this with my man just this week. I learned something about him that I never knew. We've been together 36 years. I've known him 52 years. And I'm still learning things about him. And it was only through being an open space for him to actually speak his truth and feel safe enough to speak his truth without being judged. And it was something so deep and so vulnerable. And I was so proud of him for speaking it. I actually said to him, I am blown away by your strength, by your vulnerability, by your courage, what that took for you to speak that. That has been buried deep in you for decades. And I felt the pain as it came up. I felt the pain in your face as it came up. And I honored him for the man he is. And I respected him. Because that's frigging courage. That's a warrior going to war. Not with anybody else. With himself. And making peace with himself. Ladies, when you get to witness that in your man because you've worked on yourself to know that it's not about you, and you get to witness that in your man, there's nothing else. Oh my God, the privilege and the honor. You don't have to share it with anybody else. You don't have to share the deep depth. I'm not sharing it with you. I'm sharing the process and the impact. You want that warrior on your side because it's that vulnerability that creates worlds. It's that vulnerability that creates the magic of the oneness of the couple, the oneness with the universe, the deep connection with all. And it's the reason I did my Ladies Go First program. It's the reason I do my Men Only program, because I want this for all of you. But it requires you to do some work. It requires you to actually bring up and be vulnerable yourself. What are the things that trigger you? Why do they trigger you? Thank him for triggering you, because that's the direction of your work. And when you do more of that work, you become cleaner and open to be able to receive and be the soundboard for him. I'm not asking you to be his therapist. That's not what I'm asking. And it's very different to him moaning, basically. You know what I mean about moaning. I'm tired, my back hurts, my knees hurt, nothing's going right in my world. That's very different. Moaning comes from being a victim. Everybody else is to blame. I'm not asking you to do that. What I am asking you to do is sit with a man who's taking radical self-responsibility of his own feelings, his own emotions, without making a story, without creating a drama. And you'll know when this happens and you've nailed it, because when he speaks it, you can feel the depth in which it's coming from. It's like a well. Alison Armstrong talks about the well. It's the depth that he speaks in, and often he'll have tears in his eyes and pain on his face. And then there'll be relief, especially if you've received it correctly, without belittling him, without mocking him, and he knows it won't go anywhere else. That magic, that's what builds power couples right there. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope it's provided you with some hope, some direction. Some of you, it may have triggered you. That's okay. This is where your work is. And if you have, please subscribe, because you'll get more of this if you subscribe. And it will tell me that you are actually wanting more of this, and I will develop more material with this in mind. And hit the follow. It's always lovely to have a follow. Take care. God bless. Thanks for being here.